Hello students of Standard 10. Once again I am Sudhir Kumar in front of you with the further topic of the chapter Power Sharing Political Science. Dear students, I hope you are enjoying a lot to study political science, right? I know you just understand political science is easy compared to other component of social science, and you are more interestingly just study and listening whatever just taught in even class and everywhere. But dear students, every components are equally important and every component is much more interesting but depends on your choice and attention. So let us continue. As I in last video I just explained you about the two countries Belgium and Sri Lanka, right? In last video just we see how its ethnic division was just happened, how there was accommodations of different language people in whole nation, right? Now today I will just discuss that on the basis of as the society of Sri Lanka just divided, and on the basis of language what problems just arised, and due to arising problem what was the step of the government, and you will see that their step was appropriate or not, or that step either be sort out the arise problem or just making complex the situation, right? So it is very interesting. You have to understand here, as I told you in last video, in Sri Lanka there were most importantly two languages are spoken, Sinlaj and Tamil. Apart from the Sinlaj and Tamil, right, there are other languages also, but they have not much more importance. But overall you will see the 74% of the population of Sri Lanka was just speaking Sinlaj, and the 18% of the people were just speaking Tamils. In 18%, there were 13% of the native Sri Lankan peoples, native Sri Lankan Tamils people who usually speak Tamil language, and the 5% peoples, Tamil peoples, just anyway just migrated any time during the colonial time from India to Sri Lanka and settled there, right? So those five peoples just preferring to speak Tamils, right? On the basis of also I explained you few Hindu Muslims just speaking Tamils, and apart from this there were 7% population from the Christian, they just speak Tamil and Sinhalese both, right? Now it is important here, whenever there is population of the 74% people of Sinhalese, then obviously there was the majority of the Sinhalese people or Sinhalese language speaking people. So whenever after the independency, at around the same time, the India got independence in 15th August, on 15th August 1947, and around the same time in 1948 Sri Lanka got independence from the British ruling, because India and Sri Lanka both were just colony of the Britishers, right? But whenever you will see the condition of Sri Lanka, then you will find that from 1948, just immediate after the independence, they follow a democratic or partial democratic system that is based on the majority. But till now there is not a stable government there. it was seen many times that distrust between the Sinhalese and Tamils were arised that caused civil war in Sri Lanka. Right? It was seen that day by day the situation is just becoming so complex there, and the differences between the Tamils and Sinhalese becoming very far, right? The differences and distances just increasing day by day. They were just alienated to each other. It means what? It means that whatever the government just working there has not taken the right step to eliminate the differences between this. Means the government will not take a right action as the feeling of the alienation which was created among the Sinhalese and Sri Lanka be solved. Right? So what was the reason? Just see here. As there were 74% people were just speaking Sinhalese. So when the election happened, as we know, there is the policy of the democracy in election. Obviously the peoples of the same majority, same community will give support to a support, and the group who was just got more support will form the government. Since 74% population of Sinlas, that's why Sinla supported political party just form the government. Right? As we know that the core of the democracy is what? Whatever the political party just belonging from the majority or minority, when they come in the power, that government is not the government of only one community or supported community. He was, or that government was, responsible for the ruling of every community of the society, whatever they just supported in election or do not supported in election. But what happened in Sri Lanka, whenever Sinhalese supported political party got victory in election and formed the government, they were just taking part and they were just making policy plan and strategy for only the majority of the group of people of the Sinlas. It may be possible initially the Tamils will not arise questions, but there was some feelings or bad feelings for the instantaneous government as well as the other communities, other spoken language community Sinlas. Means the seeds of alienation was just planted during earlier time after the independence in Sri Lanka. Right? And it was the great reason that starting up the alienations between Sinhalese and Tamils. And later on, this problem just becoming more complex, and that resulted the civil war in Sri Lanka and the cause of death of thousands of Tamils and Sinhalese or the Sinlas. Now let us one by one and whatever just written on your whiteboard. As what happened, Sri Lanka got independence in 1948. Earlier name, it was Sri Lanka was also known as Ceylon. Right? Britishers just whenever Britishers Sri Lanka was just colony of the Britishers, it was also called as Ceylon. Right? What happened after the independence in 1948? Having majority of Sinlas community to form the government. When got independency and there was the formation of the government, since having majority of the Sinlaj community just form the government, and whenever just comes in the majority Sinlaj, right? So after coming in the government, so South dominancy through majoritarianism. Since Sinlaj has majority of the 74% population, that so they the government just started to show their supremacy, right? Because it was their thinking that the Sinlaj population was more and more, so there should be the dominancy of only Sinlaj, right? So by making different rules, even initially which was only in the mind, now it was just translated into the form of different policy and program of the government, and it was reflected later by different laws, right? Means what happened when the government was formed on the majoritarianism, on the majoritarianism is just formed from the word majority, means the government which is based on majority is just called majoritarianism, right? Dear students, it is clear. Means in Sri Lanka there was the government formed on the majority, right, and the government of the Sinlaj, right? Why it formed? It is clear, because having more population, right? So they were supported by the political party, supported by majority of population will form the government. Now let us continue. When the Sinlaj just come in the power, what steps will be taken to make more happier to their voters? Since most of the voters were Sinlaj, so in favor of Sinlaj, they were made some policies, like in 1956 Act was passed to recognize Sinhala as the only official language, disregarding Tamils. What happened? For exploring and expanding and giving more priority of Sinhal's language, what happened in 1956? There was a rule made, right? And under this act, it was mentioned that only the official language was Sinhala. Then what happened? The Tamil peoples who just favors and supports Tamil language will feel disrespected, right? Sinhal's where not only the Sinhal's language will be given special provisions, special importance, but apart from this, what happened? That Sinhal's were given favored and given special reservation in government job and university services. What happened? The second only, it was the government policy that Sinhal's people, the peoples who just speak Sinhal's, will be given a special provision, a special reservation in government job and university services. Means Tamil speaking peoples will not given chances to join for the government job or for university services. Only Sinhala speaking peoples can be part of the government job and university services. The third step, as Buddhism was favored and given special protection under constitutionally, means not Hindu, not Muslim, right? Only the peoples, right, who just follow the Buddhism religion, right? Buddhism religion was much more in Sri Lanka, so only Buddhism peoples and the peoples who follow the Buddhism religion will be given constitutional protection. Means apart from the Buddhism, other followers will not be given any constitutional protection. right? So this all increased whatever different policy which is just written here. Whatever the different policy just written here will create alienations in the mind and heart of the Tamils people. Right? Now they were just understanding the Sinlas like enemies. It was feeling just comes in their mind that due to them they will not be given any type of rights. So the differences will be increased day by day. And now the peoples of the Tamil just wanted there is recognition of their language, their recognition of their religion, right? So they understood Sinlaj are their enemy and now demanded for the special or separate states for Tamils, right? They demanded for and struggled for separate states. They demanded for giving the importance of Tamil languages. Initially, it was only the demand. Initially, it was only the demand. But later on, this demands creates distrust, and later on, this distrust just create the civil war in Sri Lanka. And the result of this civil war, thousands and lakhs of peoples were killed or assassinated. If now this all increases the feeling of alienations among the Tamils, they were derived political rights and were discriminated. Now it was the thinking of the Tamils people, they were just discriminated. And when the feelings will of the discriminated will create, obviously they will create the jealousness among the person. And this was the reason of increasing differences between Tamils and Sinhalas. Dear students, what happened due to all these relations between Tamils and Sinhalas got strained. These all steps, these all policy of the government creates the alienations among the people, and due to what happened, due to all this relation between Tamils and Sinhalas got strained. Tamils launched struggles against Sinhalas against Sinhalas, and they demanding independent Tamil alums. Starting in initial stage, they just struggle for demand for giving the importance of Tamils also, but later on it was not listened by the government, and government will just take crushing action. Government reacted negatively to crush them. That resulted the demand of the separate state. Whenever there was demand of the separate state, it will create the division of the nation. And when this demand increased and not limited for a certain region but expanded around the whole Sri Lanka, and there was the situation of the civil war, and there is the situation of the division of the Sri Lanka, resultly governments will take the repressive action, crushing action, and this causes the assassination and killing of thousands of our lives of the people. Distrust turned into civil war. Thousands of peoples of both the communities were killed. Due to this distrust, what happened? Due to distrust, thousands of people from the both community, either from the Sinhalas or from the Tamils, were got death. Now, what is the ambition to explain all these things? Only the government of the majority is not sufficient. Only the government of the majority is sufficient in democracy. If power be subdivided in both the community, then it may be possible that there was not cause of such civil war and distrust. It means that after getting independence, Sri Lankan government will not accommodate with different community of the society, power will not be shared among different community, and that caused the situation of the civil war in Sri Lanka. So it is necessary, due to with this example, it is necessary that when power be just comes out, it should not be centralized within one community, within one group of people, within one group of religious people. If such happen, there is the situation of the division of the society. So dear students, it is necessary that power is shared among different community, then government be successful, then democracy be fruitful, then democracy will get respect, right? So I think the example of Sri Lanka is clear among in front of you, among your mind. So with further information, with further topic, once again I come in front of you, and we will just study about Belgium, and after that we will compare both the countries, and then we will conclude over the power sharing. Thank you, have a nice day, and just wait for the coming video. Thank you.